So what's going on, guys, and welcome to another video. Now, I've been playing a lot of the Division 2 ever since it launched last Friday, and I've been having a blast playing it. So today I'm going to give you guys my first impressions / mini review of what I think of the Division 2. I know there's a million others, but I just want to express my feelings on this channel because I'm really enjoying Division 2, and I might post more Division 2 if I have content to think about. So yeah, let's get into it. So I put over almost 35 hours into Division 2 over the past week, and that's trying to balance out school and stuff. But anyways, if I could play more, I would, and I've been having a complete blast just playing through this game. So let's get into it. So I think the biggest thing that this game achieves is just the world itself. I love the world. I love DC, especially for me since I've been to DC numerous times. It's awesome seeing all the landmarks that I've been to, you know, recreated into this space. So yeah, that's one positive. The gameplay loop. Let's talk about that because I think that's the most important part of any game, honestly. The gameplay loop is honestly kind of the same of Division 1 and other cover shooters like Gears of War, but in Division 2 it is much harder. Like I think Division 2 is like the Dark Souls of cover shooters, and I'm not kidding about that. It's well, maybe not cover shooters, but at least looter shooters. It feels like the Dark Souls of looter shooters because you die so quickly if you're not like going in cover and utilizing cover. If you try to go Rambo style, you will die instantly, like almost immediately, because the enemy AI in this game is so damn smart, especially in higher difficulties, that they can literally flank and destroy you in less than a second if you're not careful enough. So yeah, that's what I really like about this game, and what it stands out from all the other looter shooters, which basically you can just go wherever you want and just, like, you know, go Rambo style. In this game, that's not the case. You're vulnerable. I can't speak today. You're not, you know, all powerful. You have to take into account all your health and your utilities, and you got to use that to your advantage. And that is the best part about this game. Just trying to, you know, tactically kill or defeat other enemies without dying. That's my favorite part of this game. Now this is a looter shooter, so let's talk about the loot. Now the loot, I think, is awesome. I've never once, well, maybe a few times, never once ran into a loot drop where I just felt like it was shit. It, like Destiny, you know, you had 2 blues and that's kind of useless. That's pretty much useless, and you don't feel rewarded. In this game, you're rewarded constantly for just playing the game and doing things like killing enemies, play objectives. You just do any of that and you'll get loot. It's like they rain loot all over you, which is great for a looter shooter because the loot is what keeps you playing in games like this. So yeah, it's a great thing to see that Massive has learned, is that people want loot. So yeah, that's also good. One major downside to this game, though, is the story. Story is okay. I would say it's okay, but it's boring and pretty non-existent, honestly, in the context of just like memorable story characters. I think the missions are great. The mission design is great, but the actual story is kind of bland. Like I can't tell you a single thing that I remembered from this game, like any like plot point in this game, which is goes to show you how memorable the story is. But anyways, it has memorable set pieces, and that's all I gotta say with it. And speaking of memorable set pieces, god damn, the level design for this game is astounding. The level is the amount of diversity that they made in such a city, like in a city like Washington DC, where it's very grounded and not much to do. They utilize all like the little things like the museums and stuff, and use that as a way to, you know, explore new ideas for map design, which is great. I think that's a great way to, you know, make every gunfight unique in some way. Other downsides, I've been seeing a lot of pros and not that many cons. I think Division 1 at launch will be Division 2's biggest hurdle, because people who played Division 1 at launch and did not like the absolute, like how boring it could be, how scarce it was, the disappointment in like graphic and stuff like that, that that kind of low stigma is what's gonna keep Division 2 from opening up to a lot more people, in my personal opinion. And I do encourage this game. Like I really have a blast playing it. I think it's much better than Division 1. But honestly, if you didn't like Division 1 at launch, you're probably not going to like Division 2, especially if you don't like the cover style gameplay, because it's not that different, I guess you can say. Like, you're still gonna have to stay in cover. You're not all powerful, like I said. So yeah. Other than that, overall thoughts though on Division 2, I've been having a blast playing it. I can't wait to play more after I finish all my college projects, of course. But yeah, overall, I'm very pleased with how Division 2 came out, and hopefully I can post more content of this game. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. That's my thoughts of Division 2. Recommend, but cautious recommend for those who didn't like Division 1 or these kinds of games. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.